Hello everyone, we're back for the second half of part 7, which will be category 2, horizontally aligned roaming vectors.
Okay, so we got through the first part of lesson 7, and that was doing our offsets at 0.5 over from our default location. So that's our category 2. But like I was saying, when we're doing our vertically aligned, that there is the horizontally aligned. And that's what those two rows are left at the top of the board for. And what we're going to do is go over how to make those. So I'm going to do up first is go grab number 5, the default from either row 1 or 2, because they're identical. I'm going to copy that. We're going to bring it out to a working space. Again, always work facing south. Now, because it has the ownership on the very top and the visual is down, what we're going to do is rotate it to either east or west. Doesn't much matter that direction. And what we're going to do is go down to the floor, and we're going to place a column of a stack of the default number 5 cube, and put about 7 or more on for our demonstration. If you're going to do more, like if you're going to do fine smoothing and make a larger scale, make sure to place more of these up in your stack, because the more you smooth, the more you lose, and the longer the stack, the more chances you're going to be able to retain the center to work with. Here we go.
3, 2.
Okay, now that we have our stack there, what we're going to do, I like to do, is go and paint the voxel beneath our ownership boxes. And I use that for my selection box, so I can target right below it, raise up the selection box. And then what I'll do is back the selection just off of the tips of our stack, then go to my smooth tool, smooth it down once, then go into your templates, pull out your putty, and with your putty just go to that mark on the floor and then start puttying back in your selection. Once you've done that, go take your selection box and select just one of the centered voxels. And what we'll do is we'll just place it off to the side here to start making our scale. And what we'll have to do is we'll have to rotate it so that the visual is hanging down in the ownership above it, because that's the way we've been doing our boards. So we'll want to stay with that rhythm. And what I'll do is just repeat this for piece number 3, 2, and 1. And there we have our 4, 3, 2, and 1. What I'll do is go grab a default just to put it onto the scale for reference. And there we go. So now what we're going to do is do number 6, 7, 8, and 9. So again, what we're going to need to do is make ourselves a reactor. Just pull up a 3x3 cube. And what I like to do is then input our default cube in there first. So we'll copy that. And again, if we are facing south, the quick technique, target the bottom right corner, Control V, click. And there it's in the center of our reactor. Now to make our number 6, what we're going to do is go grab our number 4 piece, copy that, and we're going to go place it into each of the corners of this reactor. Remember that the ownership has to replace the corner, not the graphic. So the first time we're doing this with a new piece, the handles will look offset when you're placing them. You'll know you're doing it right because your corner voxel will disappear. Just like that. So that will be our number 6 piece right there. I'm just going to recolor it here. Okay, I'm going to repeat this process for 7, 8, and 9. And there we go. There's our scale from 1 to 9 on the 1.5 offset, and these are all horizontally aligned. So we'll take this and we're going to copy it up to the top row there. Just like so. I'm just going to quickly repaint these pieces. Okay, now that we got them painted, what I'm going to do is copy that set. What we're going to do is follow the stretching technique I was teaching in other lessons. So what we're going to do is, remember, hold your mouse steady and do this process. We're going to click them in, paste them into world. The ownership's above them, so what we're going to need to do, first of all, is go down 1, negative paste. And then what we're going to do is hit our V key to mirror the selection on the green arrow, and go up 2 and negative paste. And that does the full stretch. So that'll be your stretched, horizontally aligned voxels for your top row. So that concludes these 2 categories. Remember, these are just basics of these shapes here in each of the categories. You can go intertwine these pieces to make thousands upon thousands of different types of shape boards. But these are the basics, just like in the basic set over here. Another quick thing to know is with your vertically aligned ones, they give you, right away, we didn't do the stretch boards for them, but they're the easiest one to visualize as far as making a board for it. I just wanted to show you quickly. I'm going to copy category 1 just to show you. And what we're going to do is run it through that same process. We'll bring it up into the arrow, and we don't have to go down 1 because it's already aligned. We just have to mirror it, go up 1, negative paste, and that's your aligned stretch set for that category.
That concludes both halves of part 7 for this section of your Voxel board. If you haven't already, follow us on Twitter, and you can catch one-on-one lessons with Draconious every Saturday night at The Curve starting at 6 p.m. Pacific Time. All information pertaining to this video can be found in the published section below. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'm happy to announce I've reached 1,000 subscribers. So thanks to all of you who made this possible. If you're new to the channel, be sure you're subscribed for future landmark news.